So if you get on top of that wall when they're setting up that defense, they're going to have to just constantly send bombs down and disrupt all the units around the corners and between the breachway that they get into. The breach is down quite quickly there on the right hand side, obviously due to the bombards, and then grabbing the supply point, they're going to grab A and B pretty much in sync with each other.
And I guess this is it. The fuse is lit, and now it's just a matter of time on seeing just 19 minutes for Pond Guard flag.
Yeah, you can see that Pars also have like a few, like at least 4 to 5 mortars set up. So what their plan is there is the muskets are dropping all the bombs and stuff down on the units, and as the units get weak, Pond Guard are having to send the units back to supply point, and that's when they're sending the Trebin. So they're
here at this choke point
from both choke points here if they're going to try and do something. Muskets raining down as much bombs and as much fire from above. And there goes another kill there. Musket versus musket. Zinzao picking up. Yeah. And that's it. There's the push now. So we hear an IPG march.
Yeah, those march. Yeah.
Definitely.
Alsara's pushing out, as is Esquel.
Dealer goes down, but they're pushing up the stairwell, straight up the stairwell. That's quite a good push there. We're getting cavalry up the stairs, chasing out as many there as possible. And Pars push towards
atom bombs on the base flag.
Atom bombs grabbing it. Yeah. So that's pretty nice push there. And they're going to drag a lot of people here to try and stop this push because a few heroes have got by. The Pond Guard guys. It depends on how strongly the breach is defended here.
So there's 11 Pars to 13 Pond Guard here. So, so we can see the Pars are starting to.
In V9 there, yeah, they're slowly whittling away there.
That push was costly,
but they're still capping the point.
Yeah, they're on the point. They're getting some progress onto it, and while it's not, I don't think it's going to be enough to win it.
One of the better pushes we've seen on Regional so far on the attack side.
Full credit to Pars there.
More than just one hero there, yeah.
Absolutely, they've done more than some teams, and
push through the gateway. If we can look through that gateway quite quickly, because Pars are actually set up there, and there's no really any units apart from one set of Forte defending at this point in time, and a Flamer unit just further back. But
and
we need to go quite quickly in here to try and stop that Forte, but
finds a victim. And
Flamers, look how quickly it stops anybody pushing though, like the
that's
Flamers.
It's an incredibly intimidating spot there.
4 sets of Modals just coming in from behind from that supply point.
It's right now that you'd want a musketeer up on that wall to try and get some grenades on those Cyphos to just get a pick on them.
They're going to go down the right hand side here though. There's
There's a couple there.
Pond Guard having to come around this side from the spawn to stop the push onto the home point. So
okay, there tried to get a try and get a kill there. He was moving around, posturing with that pike, making it hard for that musketeer to hit him. The trebuchet going on the supply point, that's just found its mark.
What I like for Pars here is they've set a set of Modals there just inside that breach to the left hand side so they can go straight to home from the right hand side. They've stopped them coming from behind them by using the units there, and then trying to use the rest of the players coming in from the spawn to go straight to home. So they're trying to hold them from that supply point as much as possible while they sneak up to the home point. If they can get a few kills on the way there,
that looks like a pretty significant Pars blob here. They're trying to push up, so it's down to allow Moon, Break and Zinzao to hold the line. Zinzao's switched to spear. He's jumped off the musket, and now he's on the spear.
Yeah, we've got to hope though. You can see Pond Guard just pinching him in from behind. Though. I don't think they have a unit set up behind to stop.
That's a pretty brutal spot. But there's a trebuchet coming in. If they can get that in there.
Times quite well. They can get a couple of units here, but Pars have lost a lot of units on the push in comparison.
Yeah.
And definitely has a lot more units than the Pars side there in terms of javelins left. But another final push here
for a gate push
from Pars that needs to go. We've got 12 versus 15. I think that's the full stack of everybody that's available left to fight in Pars.
And there's still some units bringing up the rear, and my shares coming up there as well.
Germ's already stopping their Modal unit at the very back, but we're getting a cap card.
That's his melee. Looks like he's posted up there on the point. It's up to Gilcho to chase him off or stop him or both.
Yeah, Gilcho's got cavalry as well, so he'll be chasing with units as well. So that's definitely going to be a runaway situation.
Oh no, Karas is in a bad spot
between
now.
So many units.
Oh no, he's in a bad part of town.
That's not what we want to see. Five heroes. I know it's just a 4. He's going to get off.
And those Pond Guard are now in pursuit. They're feeling confident.
Oliver is not letting him run away. He is.
You can see Dealer for life and leading the Pond Guard charge as they're pursuing the Pars players.
They've got a couple here. Kind of free now, just as you said. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't want to commentator's curse it, but I'm gonna say 3 against 15 in 2 minutes. I'm not feeling hugely confident about Pars' chances with this.
Oh, it's like a multi-kill there. What was going on?
That was brutal.
You needed that about 7 minutes ago, but
yeah, that would have been great for Pars, like just before their first push, maybe. But
I'm intrigued
instead,
to see what
it wasn't
killed them.
their way. So Pond Guard take game 1.
Just shows you how strong you can be defending Regionopolis. Obviously, you don't get the opportunity to pick a defend. Yeah,
Nothing
definitely
on a map
a lot
like this.
less muskets though from Pars, which is pretty down to 3, but they're still going to be, or down to 4 now. They're swapping out, but they'll be using them to stop the siege towers, I assume, and take the B gate down, because that's what you would do in a siege normally. Not too sure how it's going to play out when you've got a full 15 stack pushing your walls with you, so that'll be interesting to see. They've obviously got trebs on the attack as well, so Pawn Guard will start picking units off if they need to, just in the distance there, because people can send their trebs from however far they can get a good range on their vision in the game. So I would tend to always try and hit their artillery from the range at the start and stop the bridge coming down potentially. Pawn Guard definitely getting secure and a lot more pushes up on that wall there. They're getting all the heroes
There's
up.
a pretty big foothold there, and Dealer for Life gets the first kill. Cold Death goes down. And,
lots of culverins on the Par side though going down, so whether keep heroes over here, probably try and get some early kills if they were defending it, and they did obviously pick up 1 kill.
Adds time to the attacker's clock. That gives them more time to keep going, and if you can deny them that extra free time, that could be the difference. You can see a lot of caltrops going down on those stairs there.
The middle of the gate might be a little bit harder than coming down that stairwell, and there you go. The whole set of Pawn Guard, every single one of them seem to be all coming down this stairwell, and Pars are going to have to do a full rotation from the right hand side here, leaving obviously 1 unit there so they don't get flanked from Cav. But I think
that is a lot of artillery going up.
All the ballistas, all these ballistas going down to try and pick off heroes here.
That is
that's 4 sets of ballistas all
charge.
Up as Pars try to push in. So see how many hero kills potentially get picked up from these artillery shots. There's a grape shot going up on the stairwell as well here from Watson. Oliver picks
the
up a
unit
kill.
numbers are dropping rapidly. There's
a couple of calf charges in as well, but there's modals in there, so they catch just insta die to the modal on the attack side of Pawn Guard. Pars might get soaked in here too much to actually do much, because Cold Death gets a kill there though. That's 2 heroes down for Pawn Guard. We're back at a 13v13 fight here.
Zalos gets one up. A battle of the pole axes there. Oh, and there's the Cyphos. Those flames are coming out. And
there you go. I think Pawn Guard still have a good chunk of units there, and they can push from here, because that is a few heroes down and no units for Pars to defend it. But they're all again the same, with a couple of artillery pieces going down, setting up as many units in brace formation with a modal there to stop the calf charges, and obviously stop the pushes from any heroes trying to stop them. You've got a good set of halberdiers there to stop the modals on this left hand side of the supply point. But that's 2 good pushes. They're pushing it 2 different ways. You've got 2 heroes on the left here, Dealer for Life, and 4 trying to hold off 5 different heroes here, while the main force is focusing into the center where all the other units are.
Yeah, I can see Zinzal's there on the flank over at the breach as well. He's sort of postured off by himself, and he's there with Gilger and Moonquake as well. They're sort of off doing their thing.
Big push. They're all going to, if they keep pushing the way they're going just now, and keep paying attention to the guys behind them, I think that supply point can go down, and that'll give a good advantage to the Pawn Guard here. And
we've got that Pawn Guard sort of splinter group heading off to try and look towards B as well. I think that's probably the play they're going for there. So
only 4 minutes left as well, so that B point definitely needs to be taken as quickly as they can.
That's valuable. So looks like there's a few Pars players here out of position a little bit.
The thing is, if you look at the unit numbers for Pawn Guard, they're doing all right. They still got over 900 units, but Pars units are dropping really quickly here. They're down to 700 now, and it's still going. They just keep pushing because Pawn Guard's group is so tightly compacted that they're not getting enough time to do anything on the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and not a single treb called in. Is that going to be Commentator's Curse? They're about to start calling them in, but none
are going
used
to start
so far by
as they
Pawn Guard.
start capping C quickly. They're going to kill Cold Death here with their Armigers, or is Full Def going to survive.
There we
no,
go.
He goes down to Moonquake off the spear dismount.
There's the
Classic
Treb.
kills.
Lovely. That's
Treb's,
exactly where you want that to be, right on that choke point. And that's, there you go. You can see Karasis is hesitated to get himself out from that supply point and onto C flag. He had to stop there to stop himself getting trebucheted.
I'm pretty sure this is similar to what Pongar did last time in the fall fight. They took it didn't seem like they were going to get it. All of a sudden they're on the C point with less than 4 minutes to go, and with this cap and the amount of unit advantage they have here, they're 300 plus units in comparison to Pars, and also
they're
a couple of
capturing
hero
B as well.
kills.
Watson's up there on the point, the immovable object. Watson, he's set up, and we've got this sort of rear guard.
Charge in there.
Yuki Hyde and Germ and Gilcho were there at the back, sort of keeping the pressure that there was the threat that they could go straight for that supply point, flank around the side of C, go straight for the supply point and start to posture it.
Yeah, at this point, Pars are down to 7 heroes. They are so limited on numbers here at this point in time.
Yeah, it's going to be waiting for some respawns.
is gone, B is gone, and no home can be taken, and it's just going to be a quick push. There's just going to see a lot of cap.
Are you sure you want to be that close as a longbow?
Yeah, you can see Pongard here. Keshik's on your left-hand side down the center point, and they're also going to try and do a two-way push here if they could.
There's a trebuchet on that artillery there to keep Pars being able to get much use out of that.
I actually say the Treb might actually hurt Pongard here. It might actually come over that point and hit some of their units, but they
Warfare and Yuki just
don't
care. They're going straight in. They'll absorb a few trebuchet shots if.
Yeah, for sure. There's the perfect Treb. That's what you want. That's where the main force is here. They're all going to be backing off at this point. Pongard are going to start pushing them into that Treb. And you can see pretty much every single one of the Pongard are now fighting on that point or thereabouts. Well, heroes start falling on the side of Pars. They're down to 10. Down to 8.
Oh, down to 8. There. Watson setting up artillery. I don't know if that's Grape Shot. That looks like Grape Shot.
Oh,
it is Grape Shot.
Yep. Yuki Hyde gets that one. Deal with Life gets another kill here, and that's
Rumel and Achilles are trying to just get a foot on the point. Just stop the cap.
Sig gets another kill as well, and that's it.
Oh, 15 to 3. Oh, it's not looking good. Pars scrambling. 92 units left to the 718 for Pongard. They've called in a Treb on the center flag.
They're going to Treb themselves just
They'll
for
Treb themselves. It's like a little desk pop. You've earned it. Treat yourself. Treb your own team. Treb your own team.
Exactly
Zin
the kind of
10-0
way
and 5.
Pongard
My
doing
goodness.
It, though. Good valiant effort from Pars, though. They did try. They were chucking in everything they can on that defense, chucking in their cav flanks, doing as much as possible, but only managing to pick up 6 hero kills.